Em vào đi vào em vào đi bây giờ chạy được. Hey.
At Google, we got to see the self-driven car and one of the designers, and we got to see the most recent prototype, which was Alexis.
Our project has been around for about 5 years now, and for the first 3-4 years, we're really concentrating on auto driving on the freeways. A little bit counterintuitive because if you guys know how to drive, you guys all have your licenses. You guys start on neighborhood roads, surface streets. It's actually easier for the car to drive on freeways.
Every employee should have a moonshot idea, which is a high risk, a high reward idea that will change the world. And I thought that was really interesting because everybody would like to have that kind of idea.
This idea came about when someone blogged information that they had that was Google employee, and there were other people that were on the blog. One of the women was paraplegic. She couldn't travel outside her home, and she thanked him for giving her the opportunity to see parts of the world she never would have been able to see.
They're planning on expanding or doubling its size within the next 5 years. It's pretty impressive.
Think of Google, you think of a big company, you think of being serious and uptight with its workers, but it's not. Like when I visited, it feels like a college campus. You feel like you belong there. It's not like you're working for them, it's like they're your friends.
So one thing I noticed while at the Google trip was the employees. The employees were dressed really casual in jeans and a t-shirt, and I thought it was really odd, but at the same time it was very cool because these are professional businessmen and engineers, and they're wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and it just shows how Google doesn't put emphasis on what they wear, but their creativity and their innovativeness.
Spend 20% of the time on the pitch, on the clock, doing what they love to do in the community. It's like volunteer work and charity stuff.
Since I'm a sophomore, I still have a way to go in terms of job choices, but it gave me a better opening to what I'm interested in, and it would give me a better chance to find some place to create a connection with the company and get a job in the future.
I really like to see at Google that they made sure to always be aware of their effects on the environment. Like with the self-driving cars, they always use hybrid cars. They always had a place to recycle cans, and they had compost bins, and there's only 1/5 of the space for waste was used for actual trash that would go to a landfill. And they always encouraged you to walk or use a bike to get to work.
We drive innovation, and part of the reason that we're also known as being kind of quirky is because in order to drive innovation, quirky, right? Speaking of which, but you kind of have to be unusual. You have to be kind of a little strange, a little weird, and we actually pride ourselves on that. What have you guys heard about working at Google, or just Google in general?
That it's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what makes it awesome?
You don't have to go home. You have everything you need.
You don't have to go home.
In the end, we got to see the Google Glass and use it, and the thing that really struck me was how enthusiastic the employees were. The software engineers came to speak with us about the Google Glass, and they were very enthusiastic about it, talking about its implications and future prospects.
You can pretty much eat all you want, and it's actually really good, unlike some of the food here. It's pretty good.
So the cafeterias at Google for the employees are really cool. They're also for the guests. As we noticed, we got to experience the cafeterias at lunch. So they are free for the employees. There are over 30 cafeterias on the Google campus.
Google campus looks like an amazing place to work with tons of innovative ideas, and it would be an honor for me to work there one day.
Visiting the Google campus was amazing. It showed us how high-tech companies organize their employees and organize projects, and it gave me some good ideas for how we can apply some of the same practices they use into our classroom.
I want to thank all the chaperones who drove us there and took us there, especially Miss Pratt for sharing my misery when we had to go to the bathroom.
I just want to thank Paul for taking time out of his day and time away from his students in North Monterey County Elementary School for coming up with us and writing an article about it. It was really great.
My favorite part of Google was definitely just our tour guides and the software engineers, everyone who was helping us, Nathan, Abby, the people who showed us Google Glass. Everyone's very friendly and down to earth, and it just seemed like a really fun place to work. They were so energetic, and you can just tell there's a lot of passion in what they do. And they're excited about changing the future, and it was a really exciting place to be, and it made me want to consider working there. I mean, I never thought about working at, you know, a software engineering company, but they just made it seem like something more than work.
Not happy in one of their own sections, they will find somebody to bring you to another section to make sure that you stay with Google because they want you to stay there, and I think that's great, and that's actually made me interested in being employed there myself.
I really like Google because the environment, for example, they had a ball pit and a volleyball court for the employees, and they could take breaks to relax and release some stress. And I really like they also have another benefit is the free haircuts, and they even said they have massages for their employees. And after visiting the Google trip, I really thought it's a potential place for employment.
Okay, Google, it's a very large campus, but it's cool because they provide these like specially themed Google bikes to get around. It's interesting because Google really, they care about their employees and they want to provide for them instead of just being like, oh, we're your boss. They really care about them. Cool shirt.
So we have Gmail.
Chromebook.
Chromebook. We have Google Docs. We have Chromebook.
Don't you use Chromebooks in your classroom, Benji?
Yeah. We use the whole Google Suite.
What else do we have?
YouTube.
How did you guys get here?
Google search.
Google search. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Google Glass. What else?
Google Maps.
Google Glass. Google Maps.
Thank you.
You're not getting one.
Thanks a lot, Nathan.
Google Books.
Google Books. Okay. Yeah. Online. So I have no more stickers, but you're still welcome to tell me.
Google Translation.
Google Translation. So what's your favorite Google product?
I like search.
Search.